Hi there, Libra. Welcome to Agnya 8. And here we are tuning into your energies for the month of March 2021. Okay. What mood are you guys in the month of March? So let's see what the messages are for you from Moonology. Some oracle, some tarot. We'll do the mix and match. And we'll get the messages for my dear Libras. What are you up to? Well, you are up to this. You have surrendered to the divine. Or if not already have, you are suggested to surrender to the divine. First message from Moonology. So, surrender, and surrender, my dear Librans, because divine has some brilliant plans for you is what I'm picking up. Bright moon, full moon. And that is like the moon of manifestation. That is like something, all that which you've been wanting is coming out there. And for that, the best way is to surrender. Let it all come on its own. Let it all be attracted to you. Just stay high vibe, so that you don't offer any resistance, but only thing which you offer is allowance. Allow and surrender. Beautiful message to start with. Surrender to the divine. Let's see what messages we have from Angel Answers. What are the further messages for my dear Librans? Let's see, what do we get now? After the surrender, actually after the surrender only goodness can flow, because well, something within the next few weeks, something is shifting, and as you can see, it's a very blissful kind of a card. There is like blue sky, golden energy, very blissful, very angel is blessing the sitting in the corner, as you can see, and the blessing is there, and there is one angel going to this temple. This beautiful energy, isn't it so beautiful? So something within next few weeks, something is shifting, something is happening in a positive direction. Well, whatever it is, guys, understand, when divine bring forth something for you, it is for your highest good. It may or may not appear so when we are going through transition, but when you surrender, it is for that. Now there is this Patanjali Sutras. Patanjali is the great lord of the one who kind of scribed the entire yoga 5,000 years ago, 4,500 years ago. Now here there is a sutra, is kind of a thread, and or maybe a one shlok which says Ishvara Pranidhana, meaning that whatever divine is offering, you take that as a blessing, take that as something which has been given by divine and the God, and everything then becomes the offering by divine, and you take it with love, no matter what the situation, what happens in the life. So that is the way to be. It's been prescribed in the yoga scriptures as well by the great Lord Patanjali. So within the next few weeks, when you stay in the surrendered state, something will shift for you, something good will come forth, and you will be moved to walk on the path. And I'm just sensing there is this path, there is this kind of stairs which are taking you. And first, you need to be childlike. You need to be in that, the childlike energy. The children, they don't know any fear. They don't know fear as such. It is the conditioning which puts them into the fear. They will put their fan into the heat, and they will kind of insert their finger into the on electric switch. They will walk down straight onto the stairs if they don't even know how to walk, because they don't know fear. And only that childlike quality of yours, wherein you don't fear, is what will take you ahead onto the path which is supposed to be an higher governing path for you. Now that is pretty interesting, and the message which I am going to just add on something more from the heart and soul. And I'll be very curious. Do let me know, guys. How are you experiencing? It'll be in the comment box to kind of add that. It'll be nice to see. Accepting death. Now here, death is not in the physical aspect of things. It is something which is about the transformation, the death of the old version of you, death of the situation maybe which was not serving you, and something which is changing, something which is dying. And that is what you're accepting. You're accepting that something new can only start when something ends, right? An end of a seed is the birth of the plant. Like seed transforms. You won't find a seed at least when it has transformed into the plant, right? Or maybe the sapling comes out of it. Then later on, yes, the seed, the end of the fruit will be a seed again. So it's a cycle. Something ends and something new will come. And that is what you're accepting. You're accepting that life is all about cycles. Life is all about endings and new beginnings. And let's see what the oracles are suggesting for you, my dear ones. So many of you might be in the transition phase, and many of you will start seeing the clear path in maybe in the next few weeks. And we have the Knight of Swords and 5 of Coins. Now here you need to understand that this is a very fast moving energy. Something is shifting fast for you guys, and you don't have to feel, because when the familiar goes, the very knee-jerk reaction, for lack of better words, I'm saying that, or very instant reaction comes is, oh my god, what's happening, why the familiar is shifting, and we entrap ourselves into the fear, and then we can't see the light behind us because you're not even looking at it. See how bright this light is, which is golden in color, and we feel, oh my god, we are not left with anything, but that's not the case. And here we have this vibrantly moving, fast moving energies with the Knight of Sword. Be also mindful as to how you are communicating, because Knight of Sword is a little blunt. So be mindful that you are not being blunt with people. You are kind of presenting facts, presenting yourself, and communicating in a way which is not going to bruise others. So be mindful of that. And in spite of the fact what it looks like in the given situation, or even when you are in this, shifting phase, and stay tuned into your emotions like a Page of Cup. Cup is and here, as you can see, the emotions is what this card is suggesting. And here this is like holding on to the heart space. Your heart knows it all. Stay tuned into that, and you might feel like a page, meaning that you feel that, oh my god, it's a new journey for me now. I don't know, I've never walked on this path before, but that's fine. Your heart knows the path. Your heart knows the way from here. And that is all. Just surrender to the heart. Just surrender to divine. That's where the divine promptings are coming from, your heart space. It cannot come from the ego. And you have to accept the death of ego can give birth to the divine promptings. So that's another accepting which you might be, or many of you might be going through. The death of an ego will give birth to the divine promptings in your heart. And that is another realization which you might be getting. Now I'm also guided to use the Lost Tarot of Nostradamus. This is based on the Lost book by Nostradamus, which is just recently found in the year 1994 in Rome, in the library, National Library. And we have the Hanged Man, as you can see. Now we have the Hanged Man here, and as you can see that there is the sun shining bright, and there is this star along, and there is this moon. So there is a lot of astral bodies which are supporting, which we are on planet Earth, and we have the support of our own star sun. there is something which is like in your head, as I was picking up the message, the end of the ego, the chatter of the mind. It keeps saying, oh my God, what are you doing? The path is not, you don't even know, you've never walked on that path. That's like all the head chattering where the sword is going in. And you are just very calmly, patiently saying, allow it, let it flow. And I'm going with the flow. And I'm going to listen to the promptings of the heart and go ahead with that. And then we have this here, 9 of Pentacles, and you will feel free from any boundness or any boundaries, and you will feel so free and independent when you kind of release that ego. Ego is not in the negative sense. What I'm saying, ego is that chatter of the mind, chatter of the head, which tells us, oh my God, no, that's not right, this is not right, that's bad, this is not bad, don't do this, don't do that, in a very fear-based energy, or something which is low vibrating. So you don't have to, and that has to end, because when you have to flow in high vibe is when you accept everything as the divine's order and divine's grace. Too many cards. Can we have one more, please? And you will also see that when you're freeing, okay, this one comes as 8 of Cups. Yeah. Now, your heart will also guide you towards which way to go and what to leave behind, because this is a very independent energy. I'm seeing that you are freeing. I mean, you are unaffected by anything around you, and you are your own master now. Nobody can impact you or influence you negatively now, because you've chosen to be in that divine surrender, and only love, compassion, free will of the choices which takes you to the higher ground is what you will start to embrace when it goes on like that. And here you will know, as you can see, that there is this divine figure which is like a very loving, and as you can see on the face, even when this is and even the beast, it's like the bull or something which you felt earlier is like hard to tame, or something cannot be. With your heart promptings, you will also you will muster the courage to kind of approach the beast or things which kind of scared you before, and you realize that you have to leave aside that fear to know that that there is some goodness in what appears to be not so good. The reason why I laughed is I was watching this animation, which one was that? How to Train the Dragon, yes, I think. And that's how they kind of looked very malefic. The dragons initially in the part 1, and the dragons were killed, and and they also did attack because they had to save themselves or whatever. But they were not only that. When somebody had to kind of muster courage and see that no, there is goodness, and that's what the surrender teaches you, because there is divine in everybody, there is divine in everything. Every situation is there for a reason. You can't just call somebody something as not good. At that point in time when we may not feel good, but when you surrender to divine, you start seeing that there is good in everything. And that is what you're learning now, my dear Libran. That is a big shift. That is a way big shift. And let's see what this one says. Wow, existence. Let me just kind of see. And now the first one, we have got existence. Second one is the breakthrough. That's like the tower. And I've got 2 cards, which kind of one fell on my lap and one on the table. I'll take both. Friendliness and suppression. Yeah, it's like the 10 of Wands energy. And here, what I'm picking up for you now you're realizing that there is so much more in the universe. You're realizing that there is so much more to go for. There are these bright, nice night stars which are guiding you, and you can just spend your whole night watching through them. They are shooting stars. There is life beyond life, and you are kind of understanding that there is a lot more you don't understand, but you are in the surrender state and you're okay to let it unfold. And that's what is like breaking you, breaking those boundaries around you. It's breaking those shackles which kind of bound you, those ego mind which tell you, no, this is not right, this is not good, this is something you should be scared of. No, not anymore. You're shining your light bright through any of those, and you are becoming a light. This is a shift which is happening. This is a change which is happening. And you're realizing that here we have the friendliness. Even when some things which you kind of suppressed before, or some emotions which you suppressed before, which felt dark, they're there for a reason. And that's what even, so I was just kind of, I don't know, where did I see it? Did my guides were telling me? Oh yeah, there was a conversation which I had with my divine team, and they were telling me, I was just having a conversation about pain, that why there is a need of pain. And so they were saying that there are times when, I'm sorry for this noise, there are times when if you need to get rid of some disease or something which needs to get rid of, and there are these bitter medicines which needs to be given, and those medicines feel bitter, but there is a purpose for those medicines, and you have to take them, those bitter medicines, for that moment, so that this something which is stuck in you, or this disease which is kind of, or which is bothering you, needs to can be get rid of. And pain is like that. We don't like it, but there is a reason and there is a purpose it's serving. So it feels dark, but now that's the shift which is happening for you, Librans. And you're realizing that everything is bound by friendliness that's in this divine world, and everything has a reason. So that's fine. You will not give any energy to it. You will not suppress it. You will feel and allow this to be out of your system, so that you can feel the joy again, and then you are shining the light. Very, very deep reading. I didn't know that it'll come around to be this deep, but this is a very transformative reading. Very, very deep reading for you, my dear Librans. Something is definitely, and you will start to experience this like in short duration, within, as it says, within the next few weeks. Lot will be shifting for you. You are probably ready for a lot of change in you. Don't be scared of that, because the whole world is eternal love, and that's what divine team is telling you. You will start experiencing love of a great level. And if there is any codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life, well, we will be doing a separate love reading, so stay tuned in for that. But there is something which you are, if there are any addictions, if there is any codependencies, you just will be highlighted, and you might accept death of those. And there is this one which is coming, which says guarded and protected. So you don't really need to worry about nothing. You are highly, highly guided and protected. And you really need to not pay any heed to any of it. I've got two cards which popped out, and let me just kind of show it to you. It's saying honor and trust your feelings, and we did speak about that with this Page of Cups energy, and how you need to stay tuned into the divine messages and divine promptings and your intuitions and your guidance. And there is a support which is coming for you from romance. Angels are helping you, so there is extra support for you, for that lightness to help you around. And there is this message of eternal love which is coming forth, and which is there. And we will tune into the love scope reading, and let's see what messages come forth, if it is pertaining to any specific love interest or romantic interest in your life. So we will see how that turns around. But in general, eternal love is what the way divine operates. So you are embracing that, and more you embrace that, the more divinity is pouring on you, the more grace you are living in. And with that, let me see what is a guidance message for you, my dear Librans, for the month of March. What is that, my divine team? What is a message? What is a guidance? What is the message for Librans, for the month of March, the one who is watching the reading, what is the guidance message, my dear angels? So we've got this one which popped out, and wow, trust me, this is only with the wisdom, with the kind of reading which came forth, it is surely the sign of great wisdom. Knowledge is learned, but wisdom is the divine prompting within you. Oh my God, we've been like, this word is like coming back again and again. Your angel guidance is to connect to your still, quiet center and listen to the wisdom of your soul. Then you will take decisions and act from your own infinite self. With wisdom, life takes on a new perspective as dramas and fears become insignificant in comparison with the magnificence of the overall picture. See, this is what this existence card was trying to say as we were picking up the messages from there. Walk your path in life as one of the wise ones, and all will revere and respect you. I listen to my wisdom, and that's the affirmation you can use as much as you like, and that is wonderful, my dear Librans. So these are the messages, and if you want private reading, you can write to agnya8@gmail.com and we can pick it up from there. And you can also look at the details at the description box, and if not already subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, and that helps. So thank you so much, and stay tuned in for the love scope, and thanks once again. Stay blessed, spread love, and be happy.